can hold behind the rivers and in forts. We're gonna be scrunched right down in a moment. Cavalry's had to retreat out. I can't push back anywhere, and I think supply is the problem. So we are now fully surrounded. And just basically unable to stop the enemy on any one place. It must be the air power where we're losing. Enemy air superiority. See, our defensive values are like, some of them are like really nice, but we just can't hold those positions. And the manpower is rocketing down. That's probably from losing territory as much as anything, though. Well, those guys in the south are about to be cut off. And unless that tenuous place there can hold on, then we're done for. And it's constantly under attack. That's why the forts aren't getting built. The construction doesn't take place in an area that's under attack. But the question is, will the Germans wear themselves out in their attacks? You would kind of hope so. Tell you what, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 of those divisions out of there and put them into there. So that... Oh, what's this going to be? Organisation. The reinforce rate could be good. I'm thinking max entrenchment. A logistics wizard. A fast planner. A thorough planner. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to put all my eggs in the entrenchment basket and see if we can just dig in and hold. So anyway, we've got reinforcements coming up here. Hang on. Cavalry. Cavalry, get up there. Some idiot's trying to... Why is that a thing? What is going on? There's something really wonky with the AI pathfinding where it's trying to walk through the Germans to go around there to get to here. And I don't understand it. Common organisation of society. And then we're going for a new king in the castle because we need to finish this off before we have a rebellion on our hands, which will happen in 72 days. So we should be fine. So we've got the artillery upgrade. We're not quite in 1940 yet. And even if we get that, we can't build anything of it. Is there anything else we can do? The armor's pointless. This is very early, but it would help. Very little point going down there. Fuel is surprisingly fine. I don't think there's an awful lot that we can do that's gonna really help at this point. I'm not quite sure what we can go for. I can go for... I mean, that's not a bad idea, but we won't have the resources to put them in. I can do this. It's way ahead of time, though. It would be a huge research penalty. As I say, fuel is not the issue. For what few resources we have left, that's quite bad, isn't it? What's the situation with Hungary at the moment? Do you know what? We could maybe request a lend-lease. I don't think they'll agree to anything, but what are we short of? I don't know if our allies will be able to send us a lend-lease through there either. But we could trade, possibly, steel. Does Hungary have any steel? No possible trade route can be found. Huh. Okay. I don't suppose we can trade with Slovakia either. They probably don't even have anything. Actually, we can trade with no one, so it's got to come in through a port. Is that right? We can trade with absolutely nobody. As long as that place holds, Well, the White Death. The war has come to Finland, and the Soviets are learning that they'd have been better off staying at home. So I wonder if the Germans are not going to declare war on Holland. Where are you going? Oh, they're trying to attack. Okay, there's no point trying to do that. The strength of these guys is just not up to it. I mean, this is a very, very bold defense, is it not? Oh, guys, you're going to have to send someone out of there. We've got a problem with supply down here. A huge problem. And this could be... Oh, it's awful. Oh, there's no rail route. That's why. Okay, rail route we might be able to build. I mean, it's a little desperate. I'm not going to lie. But we might be able to build those. Yeah, the supply issue is a huge problem. Let me put something... I mean, we've got a tank destroyer coming in here. How many of those do I have spare? I have a shortage of them. Well, I say a tank destroyer. He's not a tank destroyer at all. He's got tank destroyers in there, but he might be able to... I'm going to put 3 divisions into that. If we can hold the line long enough for the railway to get built. If this goes here, then that's end of exercise. It's all over. And we will have to reassess our options. Warsaw holds. Yeah, the issue is that the UK and France are doing nothing to help us here. I mean, they can't come and help us. They can send aircraft, which is about all they can do. And they have done that at least. But they haven't put anything in. I fear Warsaw's going to fall. I'm putting 2 divisions. I've got to send 2 divisions into that. That's just going to crumble. There's going to be a lot of micromanagement involved in this if we are to pull this off. There's just so much crap coming at me. Trying to defend mountains is generally a good idea. Italy has joined the German Reich. Okay, so Italy's getting involved now. You're not going to retake that. You're never going to retake that. This one has to hold. Oh, it's gone. Unless I can... No, the cavalry's in no state to attack. I can't see us getting that back. There's 12 divisions there, though. I'm going to send 12 divisions at that. We need to try and reopen that link. We're losing people everywhere. We can give him... I will give him some infantry attack. Let's do that. What's the situation up here? I don't even want to look at the logistics of this. That's nearly finished, but for all the difference that that's ever going to make. So we can go for an air superiority expert, an armor expert, or a cavalry. I'll go for the cavalry. I'm going to throw him in, because what else can we do apart from try and make our cavalry a bit better? And these guys are all cut off down here now. I think it's all over. We got the government reformed just in time to surrender. Triumph of the nation left. We're going to enact social reform. Hang on, there's 2 options here. So, the government will be known as the Polish Nation Government. Non-aligned party now will be called something unpronounceable. Public elections will be held. Valery Slavik becomes leader of the non-aligned party. We get stability and acceptance of democracy. And this one will still be known as the Secessionist Republic of Poland. Democratic Party will be called that. Public elections will be held. Valery Slavik still becomes leader of the Democratic Party. And we get the same. So that gives us democracy support, and that one... Okay, we're going democratic. Right, that's cool and all, but we are about to give in, are we not? Tell me how much. It's 100% towards capitulation. So, however, prepare for the inevitable. It's really gone. Yeah, we need to, if we can throw that back in. No, we've capitulated. We continue the fight as a government in exile hosted by the United Kingdom. Our government starting legitimacy in 63. So, elections will be held as usual. Why not? Why not? We can take care of such matters when the war is through. I think, yeah, that's fine. So, we fell. Poland fell in January 1940. We could have seen the UK in that time. There was possibly enough time for a naval invasion of northern Germany. We held off longer than we expected. Will this give France and the UK time to really make a difference? I'd be tempted to... I'm going to play on a little bit to see what happens. So we didn't have to face the USSR because we were surrounded by the Germans, but they couldn't have attacked us anyway. But if my plan had worked and we'd held off Germany, then we could have done. So what can I do here? Fall of Warsaw. It is a disaster. And we must double our efforts. Okay, this is going to be a low lot of nothing. So we have some Polish exile leaders turning up. What can I do with this? I've never played a nation in exile before, so I'm tempted to maybe play through this. So we've got the excavation. At this point, I have no idea what the point there is in researching anything at all. So I don't suppose... Do we even have... We don't have any... We don't have any factories. We can't build anything. Did we... The Navy... No, the Navy hasn't gone, actually. Did the Navy get out of there? We're going to put the Navy in dock over here. Right, so we can do something with the Navy, possibly. Interesting. How are we going to get back in? How are we going to go home? Air wings. We got the Air Force out. Right, we're going to put those in... we're going to... Yeah, I don't think France is going to do much. I think we have to wait for the army to maybe turn up. No divisions in basic training. Well, that's true. We would, if we were going to invade, we'd have to do something very different. Okay, let's see. We don't need to put anything in training yet. Netherlands join the Allies. Yeah, you see, now. It's interesting that Germany didn't do that. Dirty old USSR has nicked half of eastern Poland. So... I want to see if Britain and France can now hold this off, thanks to our efforts. Hang on, we've got research slots available. You know what we're going to do? We're going to research the Polish Marines. That's how we're going to come back. We're going to come back. I have no idea how we're going to come back, but we're going to come back. A desperate defense. Ah, okay. That might have been good. Diversify the elite forces. There's nothing else that we can do down here, is there? Right. There is not. Let's see if anything turns up to help us. Netherlands has capitulated. That was expected. Belgium will go fast as well. Five divisions that escaped to continue the fight for the United Kingdom have arrived in the Greater London area. Do we see where? Do we get to control them? Hungary joined the Axis. Just a minute. This is flying by far too fast. Luxembourg's capitulated. France, everyone, stop! Right, there's a war kicking off. I'm going to guess that the UK controls the forces, right? Want to send 5 divisions? Yes. Okay, so they're going to send... Oh, okay. Nice. Are they going to send them to me? Oh, hang on. Let's do this. It said there was going to be 5. I was told there was going to be 5. And it sent 2. But anyway, let's see what these are. They're basically our defense divisions that came out of there. So we've got 2 divisions out. Let's put a general in. This guy was quite good. He's an infantry leader as well. So is this dude. Doesn't matter about being Senation right at this point. He's wounded, that's fine. Infantry leader and infantry expert. Let's put him in there. Huh. Okay. I'm happy to play on for a bit here and see what options that might present themselves. Partial mobilization. I think that's definitely time to change to a war economy. And extensive conscription. Would that even work at this point? I don't know. So we're a government in exile. What can we do? We can definitely recruit some more divisions, but I'm going to wait and turn them into marine divisions. Yeah, northern France is going. I mean, the Germans are even ahead of schedule, because in the real war, it wasn't until May 1940, was it? They declared war on Denmark. Okay. The German protector of Denmark and United Kingdom have signed a white peace. Norway joined the Allies. Iceland declares neutrality. North. Okay. Oh, they joined the Axis. Wait, hang on. Who's joined the Axis? Who's joined the Axis? Have you joined the Axis? No. You? Oh, this is a fascist coup, isn't it? Okay. Wow. Poor old Poland. We got steamrollered there. Absolutely steamrollered. Let's see if we can make something of a difference somewhere else, though, once we get some points and we get our forces back. I don't know if me changing the conscription level is actually going to make a difference at this point. But let's start thinking about anything we can do to try and... We can do a naval invasion. We've got 10 convoys. I could see us actually doing something with this. So let's start working this out. There was something else I was going to research, wasn't there? We have a few aircraft. There's no way we're going to be able to get on one of our cores. Because actually, to get over here, we'd need to take Denmark. We could do that because we need to open the sea zone. I can see a potential way back. And now that the USSR is not at war with us and the Allies not at war with the USSR, it's only Germany we have to worry about. Paris has fallen. Right. Oh, with this completed anyway? Ah, agency created. So we've got that. France has capitulated. Wow. So Paris fell and that went really fast. Right. Stop the flipping time. Just stop. The death of Rudolf Hess. Serves him right for flying over here. So what have we got? So what this one has done adds influx of exiles, which grants weekly exiled government manpower, 3 off-map civilian and 2 off-map military factories. Folks, the game rolls on. We've not finished yet. Poland will maintain its position. So all this has obviously come to a stop. We got that done, which was excellent. These are things you can do planning for the war to build. This will raise a few units, build railways, build extra forts. The trouble is they don't necessarily put forts where you want them in positions where you could hold. So I'd love to see what you guys think of my strategy for trying to hold the Germans off. It clearly didn't work, but that's okay. That's okay. This now reappears. Excellent. So we can then start to research more destroyers. I don't know if we can ever build any. Abolish segregated seating. which gives non-core manpower plus 5% and stability plus 5%. I don't know how it's going to work that out. There's not much over there that we can do. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Study British ship designs. I think probably preparing for the next war would be the best option here. But let's have a look in our new tree that's opened up here. There should be something in this. So there's Polish intelligence. Let's have a look. Expansion of Polish intelligence grants +2 operative slots. And a political advisor. Nice, okay. Resistance industries, add 5 off-map civilian factories. I'm trying to think what we could actually use to build them with, but we could use them to trade and buy arms. So there is that. Foreign naval support, 5 off-map naval dockyards. Right, okay, and foreign air support. 100 units of Polish interwar small medium airframe is added to the national stockpile. And 50 units of Polish something else. And 2 off-map military factories. Well, off-map military factories are a really good place to start, so let's go with that. Hi guys, it's Future Mark here, and yes, well that didn't work out as intended, did it? Now, I want to say I've played on a little bit as Poland just to test it out as a country in exile, and whilst I think it'd be a really interesting game to play, it's a very long game and not a lot happening, especially for like the early stages of it. I think it would work a lot better if you're playing that multiplayer and you could then coordinate with your mates. With like naval actions and naval supremacy and invasions and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut back tomorrow to the very start in 1936 and try the next strategy. I have another plan. It's very, very cunning indeed. And we can see what went wrong with this one in that basically there's an old adage in military terms that says if you try to defend everywhere, you defend nowhere. And that's basically what I did. I tried to defend too large a territory. I had these armies out in the west ready to face the Soviet Union, but they weren't coming for maybe another 6 months to a year. And they could have been sorely used either on this front or on this front to hold back the invaders. I could have made much better use of those. Also, my division templates just weren't up to scratch, and I need to improve those. And I have some ideas which we'll try out in the next start. And the other thing that I did wrong is that I left it too late to get a punchy attacking force that could attack through here and take this, was this Eastern Prussia, wherever this is called up here. I left it too late getting cavalry in, which then weren't trained, and the templates weren't powerful enough to push through, and there wasn't enough soldiers there. That force might have made the difference. More attacking power might have made the difference. However, I have some plans to improve all this, and we're going to go down a slightly different government line, and we're going to try the next experiment. So this playthrough was to see if Poland can hold, and whilst I did hold out longer than Poland historically did, thanks to hindsight, because we knew what was coming and we could prepare better for it, it didn't hold off the Germans. So we're going to try again and see if we can do it tomorrow. So I'll catch you then.